Hello and thanks for joining us. Mother Nature doesn't seem to want to let up on the rain.
Well, we've had a lot of it in the metro and more is on the way. Reporter SONYA GOINS explains how all this rain could spell trouble for area lakes.
Mike and Alex, Maple Grove has had about 3 to 4 inches of rain since last Friday. Normally they would have had just about over 2 inches. All that rain could cause problems at the beach.
You need help? Here.
Lake Johnson and her bunch would rather play up here than down at the beach.
Come down the slide. There's often seaweed around. Sometimes dead fish are up on the beach, and it's just not a appetizing place to come to. Is that fun? Yeah.
Johnson has lived in Maple Grove for 19 years. She said she would rather take a dip in another watering hole.
City lakes are not clean really to begin with, but this one's definitely a place I would rather not swim in.
She has a right to be concerned. The runoff from all the rain we had could contaminate the lake with E. coli and other things.
Everything that's in people's yards, grass clippings, fertilizer, anything that comes down a storm drain could end up in the lake.
But so far, health officials aren't seeing any high levels of E. coli.
It could be a concern, yes, and I anticipate that we may start to see some of the impact from the rain.
So here we have our bottles that we collect our samples in.
But Hennepin County health officials aren't taking any chances.
We send them off to a lab to get analyzed for E. coli.
They check the lakes every Monday.
Typically I'll take 20 samples every Monday.
Sam Falk has the fun job of wading in the water.
One day I'd like to work as a health inspector, doing like remediation projects, cleaning up stuff.
He takes about 3 samples from different spots at each individual lake. Falk says you can't tell by looking at the water sample if it's good or not.
For this, looks clear, but you never know, this could be loaded.
But the E. coli concern hasn't stopped people from having fun splashing around at the beach.
I'm ready for the rain to be over because people want to get out on the lakes in these summers.
In Maple Grove, SONYA GOINS, 12 News.
Experts do recommend waiting 24 hours after a heavy rain before you go swimming at a beach.